Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Hey guys, it's Grace Mona. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my opinions on the PeruHop company. So back in October last year when I was traveling through Peru on my little solo travel adventure, I will link my Peru vlog somewhere in the video. I used the PeruHop bus tour system and I really liked it. You know, to keep it short on like my opinions, if I had to give it on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. I think they're a good company. They were just a little bit too pricey in my opinion. Like when I got there and discovered other options like Cruz del Sur and whatnot, and then also Yolo tours, like I didn't find any information about that online, but I found information about that when I got to my hostel. I was like, there's cheaper options where I would have saved like half of what I paid. But all in all, it was a really good experience. Like I met a lot of cool people and whatnot through doing the PeruHop tour. Yeah, I ended up going to the 4 cities. I mainly did it because I wanted to see Huacachina and then get to Lima and then go back to Cusco. So it was a little bit of an up and down pathway because it was like I landed in Cusco because of my trip. Or my plane, like the flight to Cusco was cheaper than going to Lima and taking a bus to Cusco or something like that. And then I took the bus from Cusco to Huacachina, or from Cusco to Huacachina to Paracas. And then I got on the wrong bus. I wasn't supposed to stop in Arequipa, but my tour guide didn't inform me, so they didn't charge me. I got like a higher package for what, like lower. But anywho, yeah, so I stopped in Arequipa and then went to Huacachina and then Paracas and then landed in Lima and then had a like $40 flight because flights within the country were super cheap. I had like a $45 flight from Lima back to Cusco and then did Machu Picchu and then flew from Cusco to Lima because that's how my flight going out of the country was worked out. So I flew from Cusco to Lima to then San Jose, Costa Rica, and continued with my program. So it was a roundabout experience, but anywho, it's cool. I'm pretty good at planning, and I was down. Like I was like, I'm gonna go see what I can see and do as much as I can. So yeah, I think PeruHop is a great option, you know, for solo travelers. Like it's perfect. You don't have to really worry about it. You'll have a guide that kind of looks out for you and will direct you to your proper bus. They do give like snacks and stuff like that, but for the most part, like you're gonna have to pay for your food here and there, in addition to the already kind of pricey range of the bus fare. It's not outrageous. Like I think $150 isn't a bad price, but like there are other tours that kind of will do the same thing for $80 or $70. So if you like look around, like when you get there, you probably could get something cheaper. You can also bargain because some people sell PeruHop tickets for certain days and they need to sell those tickets. So if you can bargain it down maybe $10 or $20 than what's listed online. And I did buy mine in advance because they're like sometimes tickets get sold out, but then I got on my bus and I was like one of like 5 people on the upper level and like the other 8 people are on the bottom level, and the bus can take I think like 50 or maybe 100 people, I don't know, but it was definitely not necessary to buy my ticket in advance since I was going to Peru during like kind of the off season. Like I went to Peru right before the winter raining season was about to begin, and we did get snow when I was when I did my Rainbow Mountain tour. So yeah, like I went to Peru pretty much at the beginning of their winter season, but the day that I went to Machu Picchu was like the one day of sunshine. So yeah, and the tour is really good, you know, if you need a linkage in terms of like getting your Rainbow Mountain tour when you get to Cusco, or even doing like a Machu Picchu tour. Like they have guides that can pretty much direct you, or if you need like last minute housing because you didn't book your hostel or you misplanned by a day or something. So hashtag me, I did not realize I had an extra day in Lima until I got there, and I was like, oh wow, like how did I miss up my days? But anywho, they can pretty much help you with that and everything. So I think all in all, like it's a really good deal, and I would recommend the company. I do think it's a little bit overpriced. Like, you know, if you're someone who's like a bargainer and you're like, I want to, you know, there's people who are like, I'm going to do the $1 route to Machu Picchu, and they walk by the train tracks and then they walk up the mountain and bypass paying $30 or $25 for the bus that takes you up and down from the mountain. I honestly, like, with the altitude, like, you could be like in theory like, yeah, I could walk for 2 hours up a mountain or something. Like, nah fam. I would never be able to do that. So I applaud those folks. But if you're someone who's trying to make it like the cheapest thing, then it's not for you. But if you're someone who like, I don't really want to do that much planning, I just want to see what I can see while I'm in Peru, I think it's a great company because they're one of the few that like does this hop on hop off. And they also have like back and forth routes, so it could be cheaper. Like, it would have been cheaper for me because in hindsight, like, you know, I'm happy I got to see all those cities, but really I just wanted to see Huacachina and then go back to Cusco. And Lima was not that eventful. Like, Lima didn't really have much in terms of like, I feel like in solo traveler perspective, like, you could go out in Lima, but Lima is a really big city and it can be dangerous. So like, you know, I was a little bit reluctant to go out in Lima, whereas like in Cusco, it was a little bit smaller, more touristy than Lima was. So going out to clubs, like, it wasn't that different. I didn't vlog about those experiences, but yeah, I did not go out or experience the nightlife of Lima just because it was kind of intimidating in a really big city, like really big city, bigger than New York from my perspective. But I'm really familiar with New York, so that might be another reason why I didn't find it as intimidating. But yeah, I definitely find that, you know, PeruHop would be a really good option for people who are solo travelers or people who don't really want to do that much planning in terms of navigation from city to city if you want to see certain things. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on the company. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I made your experience a little bit easier if you're deciding whether or not to do it. If you are going in high season, so like let's say you're going to Machu Picchu anytime from like March or like the summer season, that would be high season. It might be necessary to book in advance. Like I said, I think they're overpriced, but I don't think their prices are outrageous. Like a round trip in, or like to see Cusco and then come back to Lima would be like $200 through them. So like that's actually cheaper. So I think the more cities you see, the cheaper it becomes. But if you're only gonna see like 4 or 5 cities like I did, then it's not really worth it. Also, if you're planning to fly over from Lima to Cusco like I did, like it's not it's not really worth it that much. But for the most part, I enjoyed my experience. I thought I met a lot of cool people. I met a lot of other solo travelers who were young, in their 20s as well, just pretty much bopping and popping. So it was cool, and I would really recommend it to anyone. But I do acknowledge, like, I do feel it's a little bit pricey for people who are not seeing everything, but all in all, I think it's a good company. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Please check out my Peru vlogs if you have the time. But yeah, bye.